presentation of the National Football League.
Moving closer to kickoff now here in the Irish capital of Dublin. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Vikings come out. Technically it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And third down coming up.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move the chains. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun. Right over Ottoman flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
3rd and 9. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Look at the play action here with McCarthy. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. That is Deshaun Elliott on the safety blitz, bursting in to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run. And here's Mason. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Steelers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. That's out wide to Lawrence. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Now 3rd.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long.
the windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Thielen. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. It'll be a Vikings first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
To the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll run. This is Mason. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Mason diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. It's a touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Warren to start the drive. Up the sideline to the 40. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space. They are a handful to track down. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Steeler first down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball. You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Now they'll pitch it out here. This will wind up the Vikings first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here. He's going to have a Vikings first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter from the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 6. As we are ready to get back underway. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He takes off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll give on the ground, and he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike. Man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll run it. This is Scott. And the Vikings are going to be set up for the 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Here's McCarthy. Good blocking, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
Reichert out now following the touchdowns as he kicks this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the
The ability to be
45-yard
effective
line.
on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the ground, this is Warren.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. 1st down as they do it on the ground.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back, Mike. There's a fine line between hitting that full speed but also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Oh, is going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on first down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Jonathan Grenard gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's hard to imagine where this offense found themselves just 2 plays earlier. Now after suffering 2 sacks, this 3rd and goal looks a heck of a lot different than it did not too long ago.
Back-to-back sacks back them up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. To the sideline. Nice job. They pull that one in, but that is still well short of a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Steelers are back within 4 at 14-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That's the 4th time All-Pro T.J. Watt getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, You can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hutchinson, his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Gain of 9 makes it 3rd and 9.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. To a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Gordon Mason, touchdown Minnesota. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings are out to a 21-10 lead.
Steelers 10.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the
We've really seen both
37-yard
teams
line.
have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From a little closer, here's second and goal. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
Down and goal to go.
Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal. Again, it's Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4. It's 21-17.
17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. The shotgun. It's a throw from McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes second and 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Here's Gainwell to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Rodgers. Thrown left side, the catch is made. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Here's Warren. And showing the quick feet there as he gets forward for a pickup of 3.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Warren, this defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Rodgers. And that is up in the end zone. He's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21.
Vikings 21.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 63 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. One into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 24.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Gainwell to return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
First down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Once again, it's Warren. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
By Eric Wilson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Rodgers. This one complete to Hayward. He'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Those are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And this a slight improvement over the previous. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
Oh, looked like he was at a scene for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he's going to try to keep it going. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
On play action, Rod over on the middle flash, and he lost the football. And the Vikings have the takeaway. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. 1st down, Minnesota.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you broke.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Cameron Hayward, former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
At the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, here's McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Vikings 27, Steelers 24.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. Finding room at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The throw is Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Rodgers now. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Fair catch, taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Play action now. It's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. T.J. Watt getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Good coverage by Hurtsy. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat. He does the rest.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Firemouth. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And this will wind up a Vikings first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call design runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hawkinson in motion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Field. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Throw on the run is complete. And he's in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings will go up by 7.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Steelers 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. That caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On third down, Rodgers. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. Third down coming up. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run, and he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
2nd and 11. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage. but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Taking off. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down, 1. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Rodgers on first down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the...
That one, taken in. Alvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. His second touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Price snap to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's complete to Mason. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Important moment here, 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 17 yards on that connection. It'll be a Vikings first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Mason. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. There's that man again. Another catch. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker can be a hero.
He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, I like the idea of airing it out there on third down. You're trying to move this ball even into closer, more manageable field goal distance, but after that incomplete now brings up fourth down, I think you have no choice but to settle for three here and see if it's enough to leave here with a win.
A 41-yard attempt.
This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard is going to help the field goal kicker right now.
It's a pick up for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, 2nd and 4. They'll stick to the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Making a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Makes the score Vikings 41, Steelers 34.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. The comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So a win here for the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.